What's up, y'all? Nature Girl 30 here, and this is another Girl Meets World review of Girl Meets Bay Window. And this is the big transition to high school, guys. But I don't think there's going to be any pomp and circumstance here. I don't think they're going to have a graduation episode, and neither did Boy Meets World, so I'm kind of okay with it. But before I actually get into the actual show, there's a few things that I've noticed that's not happening. No Zay. Zay definitely wasn't in this episode, but something is telling me that he might not be in season 3 either. He was actually missing. He was MIA for major transitions in the main four's lives. He wasn't there at all. He wasn't involved at all. Something's telling me he won't be there, and if he is, he'll be like Lucas, sticking out like a sore thumb. But other than that, it would have been nice to see him here. It would have been nice to actually see him as a kid and also see him included in the main four. But I don't think that he's going to ever do that. That's just something that's not going to happen. Because in a strange way, everybody has some kind of, not relation to each other, but, you know, we all know whose parents are. I'm not going to get into that too much. But I will say that it would have been nice to actually see Zay here. It would have been nice to see him involved with the main four, as well as him somehow bonding with the main four, because you can tell that's how it was as time went on, that he started to become a little bit more like the rest of the guys, and he started to really change. But we just didn't see that this time, and that's kind of messed up. But moving on to the episode itself. Now, the Bay Window means so much to these girls, especially Maya. It was a safe haven that she would always go to, knowing that she was going to be safe, knowing that everything was going to be there and nothing was going to change. It was comfortable, it was peaceful, it was quiet. And then when it all changed, you can tell in her face that it kind of messed her up a little bit, kind of shook her for a little bit. But the one thing that I loved about this episode was the fact that they accepted it. Not completely. You can still tell in their faces that change still scared them. They didn't know exactly which direction they were going to be heading. They didn't exactly know where their friendship was going to be heading, especially after Girl Meets Texas, which terrified Maya. But the one thing that I loved about it is, even though Riley was terrified, you can tell in her face that she tried to keep a brave face, she knew that change was inevitable, and she was willing to walk forward and change for high school. And even though it was a scary step for her, she was willing to take a step and take a step for change. And Maya was struggling with it. I was happy that this whole episode didn't end with Peachy King Hunky Dory, but it's Girl Meets World. It usually doesn't. It usually ends with a more realistic ending, except for a few episodes that just didn't. It was annoying. But for this episode in itself, they're going into high school, something completely new, something you've never done before, and it's a very scary transition. And on the girls' faces, especially with Riley, even though she tried to keep a brave face, she knew she was struggling with it, as well as the fact that she was still struggling with her feelings towards Lucas. But that was kind of hinted on when Lucas actually spoke. You both mean something important to me, but I find you're both important to me, and I care a lot about both of you, but then we'll find out what it really means later on. But yeah, I know it was a little bit of a hint of what's going to happen there. And there was a lot of foreshadowing, not only from Lucas, not a lot of it, but there was some foreshadowing there. Not only from Lucas, but also from the boot that Riley hung on to, as well as the teddy bear. The teddy bear seems like it was a transition from her old, naive, innocent days. Well, not innocent days, more of her naive sense, her naive mind, and her goofiness is going to always be there. But her whole, like, unicorns, rainbows, and puppy dogs phase was starting to transition out, as well as the boot that was Lucas's, that was being that Corey took off when he was going through that whole protective dad phase. And the fact that she had that boot, she said she wasn't going to let it go, and the mom took it, said, why don't we just store it somewhere? And then somehow, then she was like, okay, she kind of like got back into focus. But you can tell that at that point she was hanging on to that boot, but then when that boot was taken, that could be foreshadowing to the fact that Riley may be moving on from that point. That she may not be struggling with Lucas for a while. It may not be that way. And that's I saw that as foreshadowing. I don't know about you guys, but I saw that as somehow that Riley was definitely going to grow into her own and start making her own decisions in high school. And I actually am happy to see that. But that's just a personal prediction of mine. But for Maya, it was a huge struggle for her because she has gone through a lot in her years, and I'm happy to actually see that she still has a lot of things she hasn't dealt with yet. And I'm not happy to see her emotionally traumatized. No, I'm just saying, like, I'm happy to actually see her as a girl that is struggling with transition and admitting that she is. Before, Maya will always have a brave front, nothing bothers her, oh, everything's fine. But now you're seeing that she is a little bit more vulnerable here. You're seeing that she's actually expressing her feelings, showing that she is scared of what's going to happen. And she told everybody this. Before, Maya will always put on a tough front, be all big and bad, like nothing's going to happen, and oh, I'm going to be this and that. But you can actually see her in her most vulnerable time. And she actually does her best not to be vulnerable. But you saw her as a vulnerable young woman here, or young girl here. And it seems like no matter what, and I remember from Girl Meets Texas that no matter what, and I think that Riley said no matter what happens here, we're still going to be best friends. And through that whole moment that they both struggled, even the moments when the guys weren't there, you can tell that these girls are struggling with what they're going through now, but in the end, it's going to be all good. And I absolutely love that part. And I love the fact that they were just with each other, huge support throughout the whole way. And they usually are from this episode, but it was tough on the both of them. And I thought that was great. It was a really great moment for girls who are struggling, transitioning from where they are because they're comfortable to something else that's new. And I love that. I really did love that premise. And there's two favorite parts of this whole episode that I loved. The first favorite part definitely was seeing Riley, Farkle, and Maya as kids. That was adorable. The cutest episode ever. That cutest segment. I loved that. I loved every bit of it. And it would have been nice to actually see Lucas as a kid, but he's the hot guy, so the hot guy don't change. They're always going to be hot no matter what. And that's just how I saw it. I'm like, dude, come on. You can have him as a kid with goofy hair. Seeing him is different. It would have been great. It really would have, but they didn't do it. But other than that, you know, I loved every bit of this episode, guys, and especially the fact that the parents were parents. You finally saw Cory and Topanga as parents on their off days, and I thought it was really great to see it. And they knew what their daughter was going through, but they wanted her to see it for herself instead of them telling her. And I think that was amazing. That was a really great way of doing it. He kind of taught them a lesson without teaching them a lesson. I thought that was great. I really did. That was awesome. But the one thing I loved the most definitely was the ending. How we finally were able to see them as adults. We saw them as young adults. And how Maya's career, she actually became an artist in residence. It would have been nice to actually hear Riley's future and where she's going to be going to from there. Whether she's going to be a lawyer like her mom, whether she's going to be a counselor. It would have been nice to actually hear like a emotional counselor. I know that's not really a job, but you guys know what I mean. Like, not as a counselor, as a lawyer, but just a counselor or a psychiatrist or something like that. It would have been nice to actually see Riley's future, but in the whole scheme of things, for the entire episode, the overall thing was we're going to be friends no matter what. No matter what situation comes our way, no matter if we do move away, we're going to always be cool. And I really love that. I really did. And it shows how strong these girls' relationships is. It shows how strong their friendship is, how strong their bond is. And it can't be broken no matter what situation happens. And I think that's great. I really do. And guys, my overall thoughts is this. This was an excellent episode, really is. Transitioning to high school, especially this episode being a transition to high school. It shows what these girls are going through. It shows that Riley's trying to put a brave front, but she knows it's inevitable, and how Maya's still struggling with it. It was nice to see the guys there, because even though we didn't really see a lot of emotion coming out of the guys, they were support for the girls. And I think that that was really great. And the ending was amazing. Seeing how they are grown up and they look great. I loved how Maya had her haircut. I thought that was really cool. But other than that, it was great seeing them as adults. It was great seeing them as kids. It was great seeing who they are and who they're going to be in that episode. And I thought it was amazing. But guys, I want to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment in the comment section below. I'm curious to hear your thoughts about Girl Meets Bay Window. I thought it was a great episode. I loved every bit of it. And seeing how these girls are slowly growing as young women, that's a really amazing thing to see. And seeing that how that they're struggling with that transition instead of being brave about it, I thought that was even better. I really did. But guys, like I said, I want to hear your thoughts. Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace out. Later.